Have you ever thought about what snakes could swallow no matter how big? Today's video may be shocking to you, especially when you realize that this actually happened in reality and not fake news at all. Snakes are invincible creatures indeed, and our video's protagonist is a snake which ate something really big that left people speechless and numbed their thoughts. Keep watching the video to know what was that huge creature eaten by the snake. We all know that snakes are not to be messed with, but this time in our video, a snake got defeated by perhaps a weaker creature, but it had some really great strong weapons in case of some other creature took its different shape and size for granted. Are you afraid of snakes? Think carefully before continuing to watch this video because it is about to unravel a big surprise. On June 14th, 2015, a cyclist was on a mountain bike trail at the Lake Eland Game Reserve, which lies in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. The cyclist came across a living snake that looked abnormal according to the normal size of snakes. To be honest, anyone who sees a snake should run for their lives and escape, and that is what this bicyclist did. Yet, he informed the officials about the whole situation for them to investigate and examine the snake. The park rangers believed that the snake had eaten something large, perhaps a warthog or a baby impala. However, after a week of observation, the snake died on June 20th. The officials wanted to know what happened to the snake, so they decided to cut it open to figure out what was inside. Guess what? A 30-pound porcupine. A snake swallowed a porcupine. What kind of a horror story is that? Is it something horrible to imagine or even think about? Do you feel sorry for the porcupine? Think about it carefully, especially after you know the consequences of eating that creature and what it did to the snake. A python does not normally go swallowing porcupines, and that is the main reason behind people's confusion, because it is really dangerous for snakes to eat such creatures. This is because a porcupine's quills are so sharp and could absolutely tear the snake's body entirely. Moreover, it is said that snakes that live in the Lake Eland Game Reserve have been witnessed eating things way larger than a 30-pound porcupine. What is more, the owner of the Lake Eland Game Reserve, Eric Dunstan, was said to have noticed a pylon that had attacked and eaten an adult Oribi antelope, a large, whole one. And normally, Oribi bucks can weigh up to 50 pounds. That is why 30 pounds is not the main cause behind killing the snake, even though it seems like a lot of food for the snake. What killed the snake is quite controversial and has been raising many question marks. The snake was found at the bottom of a rocky ledge, which may reveal that it had fallen. So the officials came to the conclusion that the snake ate the porcupine, then ended up falling off the ledge, which made the porcupine's quills cut through the pylon's body, and this led to the snake's immediate death. The rangers went on stripping off the pylon's skin to take out the porcupine from the snake's digestive system. To their surprise, the snake was 12.8 feet long. Genuinely, the snake could open its mouth very wide and swallow the porcupine due to the fact that the snake's jaws moved independently from one another. What a tragic fate for both creatures that they certainly weren't oblivious to. It's such a terrible idea for a snake to have a porcupine for lunch on that day. It must have been a very tough battle for both of them that neither were the fittest to survive, and they both failed by ending up getting killed. The person who took the photos must be a really daring person who is not afraid of snakes and porcupines. Normally people would freak out from the whole scene. It is not something you would enjoy watching indeed. But the photographer seemed to have been very concerned and interested in the whole matter. Thanks to him, we would not have been able to imagine how a porcupine could fit into a snake's digestive system, or would have even thought the news to be fake and authentic. That incident, no matter how scary it may seem or may keep people from visiting South Africa, it still could also be a major tourist attraction site. A lot of people would love to go to explore the area and look for the snakes that live there to trace their movements. Not only that, but snake specialists as well could find that incident a very attractive area for research to do further experimentations on snakes and the wildlife. After watching that video, tell us in the comment section below what you think about the whole thing. Have you ever heard of a similar story? Had you been in the cyclist's shoes, what would you have done? When all is said and done, one could confirm that karma played a really huge role in that story after all. What goes around, comes around. That is the circle of life anyway, even when it comes to animals. So, who do you feel sorry for now?